The COVID-19 pandemic did not hinder the government from continuing the full-blast implementation of rebuilding Marawi City. Task Force Bangon Marawi adhered to its rehabilitation methodology in 3 phases. The government provided early interventions for the first phase, which include provision of emergency assistance, provision for water, food, clothing, construction of evacuation centers and temporary shelters, financial and livelihood support, provisions for health services, hygiene and sanitation, restoration of educational activities, social cartography to determine land and buildings ownership, and biometric profiling of legitimate Marawi residents. For the second phase, debris management, the recovery and detonation of thousands of improvised explosive devices and unexploded bombs took place. Highlighting the final phase, the full-blast construction of horizontal and vertical public infrastructures inside the city's most affected area also began in July 2020. These include the Grand Padian Market with Ice Plant, Peace Memorial Park, Marawi Museum, School of Living Tradition, 4-story integrated school buildings, Central Fire Station, Traffic Command Center, road networks with solar lamps and underground utilities consists of primary, secondary, and tertiary roads, tourist police building, and Lake Lanao Promenade. The rehabilitation for Banglo Bridge and Mapandi Bridge has been completed, while the refurbishment of the Pumping Bridge continues. The construction of the Maritime Outpost and Barangay Tulali Complex has been completed, while the construction of barangay complexes in Datunaga, West Marinaut, and Mungkado Kadingilan is nearing completion. A groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of Marawi City General Hospital, Sarimanok Sports Stadium and Convention Center was also conducted. Installation of distribution lines in Sector 2 has been completed. Using donations from private housing developers, ongoing repair works continue in Grand Mosque, White Mosque, and Marinaut Masjid, along with the reconstruction of Dansalan Batu Mosque.
Marawi Sultanate League is fully satisfied after having a conclusion that the accomplishment of the Marawi rehabilitation is more than what is expected. And we are fully convinced that the target date of completion by December 2021 will be realized.
The newly repaired Masjid Sumangkop and Masjid Darussalam, on the other hand, have been inaugurated.
I would like to reiterate our gratitude to the President, to you. We know that there are critics among us here in Marawi at the start of the reconstruction. In fact, I must confess that I was one of those who has endeavored to doubt the capability of the task force. But after having witnessed the dedication and the determination of your people, you especially, to finish the construction of Marawi, we are fully convinced, Mr. Secretary, that you can finish the job within the time target that you have self-imposed on you.
Outside the most affected area, the construction of public infrastructures is also ongoing. These include Salintubig Project, New Marawi City Jail, Marawi City Police Station, Torogan, 20 MVA Power Substation, Marawi Incident Command Center, Pantar Lanao del Norte to Marawi City Road, and MSU Perimeter Fence. Completed projects include Solid Waste Management Facility, 18.97 km Marawi Trans-Central Roads Contract Package 1B and 2, Maulumbaka Ingudranaranaw Road, Marawi City Fire Substation, P&P Compact 1 and Lilud Gimba Bridge. A halal slaughterhouse and livelihood training center are also set to rise in the city. TFBM and Barms Ministry of Health recently inaugurated the Rurugagos East Barangay Health Station. This is the first health facility inaugurated among the 23 BHS projects that will be constructed outside the MAA. In Budig, Lanao del Sur, the construction of the solar power irrigation project and Abaca warehouse with a nursery is almost complete.
At this point in time, the Marawi rehabilitation, as I have been saying, is doing well. It is a work in progress. And we were happy to note that it began in July 2020. It was a full blast opening, launching, implementation of the Marawi Rehab.
Construction of transitory shelters in Barangay Sagunsongan, Buganga, Turugagos, Dulay West has been completed. 109 displaced families living in danger zones of Maa are living in Hadia village. 170 more permanent housing units in barangays Dulay Proper and Lipantao Lidongan were turned over this month. Meanwhile, construction of housing units in barangays Kilala and Patani continues.
Ako po ay nagpapasalamat unang-una sa mahal na Allah, Panginoon ng daigdigan, sa bumubuo ng FBM, LGU, at higit sa lahat, sa government ng Japan, sa pamamagitan ng UN Habitat. Ang regalo po na ito ay taos puso naming tinatanggap.
After receiving livelihood packages from the government, internally displaced persons started anew with their businesses. They received livelihood settlement grant, livelihood starter kits, farm machineries, seed capital, skills training, shared service facilities, among others.
Alhamdulillah, this is my opportunities na magpasalamat sa inyo dahil sa tulong nyo, dahil sa mga plano nyo. Kabangon muli kami dahil sa tulong nyo at sa mga guidance na binigay nyo.
Homeowners from sectors 1 to 3 in Maa also continue to construct or repair their houses after securing permits through Katagum Balay. Those from sectors 4 to 7 will be allowed to repair or build their houses by October this year. Task Force Bangon Marawi, along with its 56 government member agencies and the Marawi city government, remain committed in ensuring that Marawi will rise again.
We are not only rebuilding Marawi, but transforming the city into a modern and vibrant Islamic city that all of us can be proud of. It will serve as a catalyst for growth and sustainable development, a model of good governance, and a template for lasting peace and development.